an de Eileannan bige na ALBA.
Lie down! When you come, that will do.
Sé áte séntahan, was a taring na míljan dlùth-cheangal gach saoirigh.
Hey, all good, how are you? Hey, how's it going?
A chawn sa geirigh, sé scial Eileann.
Well, we've had this incessant wind now for 2-3 weeks. Unbelievable weather.
Is luag big, fi mi na h-eileanaich fi féin ointeoch.
Can't have it landing on your head, we better move. Right, I'm telling you.
Agus socroch nang cúideoch héin.
Stoch nach aichu, duine san bí airson seachgain.
Chromi cínte go roi. Dol hín ach tá rui, so haidíach a-staigh lesson, so a-mach go bhfuil air.
Don't bring your problems with you because they won't get any less. Trust us.
Jenny and Nilm Shaw slug big Canaigh fat Geamhradh.
I'm hungry with this weather, you know. I like to see the snow.
Sat a dol tro eivnes. Is dúlain.
Dúd a bheach. Úsa.
Na mehel laiol an an nun dúna coirsnockin is cúcaliche an an ALBA.
This is actually perfect seaweed collecting weather.
In we go.
Sé ngeurige haun iad Eilean Chanaigh. Han Eilean 100,000 agus 1,000 tarsing. Agus haigalaie mu 100,000 jesid malaig. Lehoch slie at bór hir na ALBA agus uiste jes. Chan an trí gyfys snech gyda Eilean, ach yn yw ha tian le ffrwys. A ganyan srw boa y chwen hir y tŵa. Ha fôr hwyd an coig dyn y deug a ha ffyddwch yn sio, ystau yn brain yn her an sa blas. Ach chanel modw Jack.
I used to be really good in the mornings, but when I see the weather like this morning, I turned over for a while, you know.
Si Jerry ni Canaigh, céile fodw, manager tac yn Eilean. Agus bí modw y cúideocha le bíocha na matne.
We split it all up, then it takes less time to do.
Agus leis mar a han seoch y seirbheis, ha riatanach na béige na bíocha.
This is that's the cattle feed. The feed nowadays, you can actually feed that to the sheep as well. And that's me ready to go.
Le céadh is cró scapte fiag 3,000 achara. Ha cód bai cútramach mar bói siúi. Go fórstanach, ha lig modw y leis siúil roada von rad. Ha lánis ag chró dé ha tian.
I'm hungry with this weather, you know. But a normal winter on Canaigh would be kind of wind and rain, you know, sort of horrible. I would have the snow and, well, at least it's dry with this weather, you know. It is good, like, you know, it's good for the ground. You might not think it's good for the animals, but it doesn't bother them.
Ach le roin de chorydd na bith-beò bíocha, ha liefad in fôr rofodw.
Oh baby, da-da-da. Oh baby, baby, da-da-da. Ach ha war snech gfada iad an Eilean. Lwys Anna Rothach go Canaigh fach an 8 bliana. Y farwch gyda fi na jalafeich graffigioch, si Anna fwst yn Eilean cwydioch.
Sé lag a-mach an dú.
A Anna giodoch iad an a-mach. Ach ha iad fyrin yn yw, is yfyr sônrige eke a god a-mach gan drochhide. Bí pás agus dearach, agus ha iad godocha ar an sin.
So, yn drasta ha mi ddíireach dul mwy son pís fiag a lorag. Ha mi son Saine a féinteag son a bhanis, saine fáilteachí. So ha mi dúireacht dul mé son pís freicearach, pís fiag freicearach a lorach an trasta.
ALBA a roi a company jalabhachaí héin fan Eilean. Agus a láin chumasaice, sanas mór a chruachach a son fáilteachúd iad a haíon, na a fósaí an coig miasan. Ug Jerry an tuahanach a nada ga pís fuge a gyd a gama a chlachca.
A mi spendir go raibh seo an pís a bheit Jerry a mólaigh. Tá cais go leir, a mi spendir go bhfuil a rúbhic róbhic ach Dréad a bheach, úsa.
Leis an a-mach a fás na smisa, a-nóch is pís ile a larach a chud Jerry go tú a ceachala. Agus a-nóch is ein, mus buel an stadam buloch.
Mi spendir go raibh seo an pís. Ha seo snoc, ha mór go leor. Spendir go bíon seo pís seo go bhaith freicearach.
Se dúlan an an roch a-mach a meintir an Eilean, nad bes a byroch, fuar agus géile a séideach.
Se dúlan a hauna son bhí fuideach anna heo tal na níos an fúdas, gúil. Is a jaurag a féimi tú a bhí cínteach go bhfuil ceisci leor lactéin. Stoch na chaich go duine san bí son seachgain.
A Fiona ní Canaigh iad bhí fidach am an Canaigh son sia bliana.
Maha na aseach Canaigh cora mar son dul sias gan a chia. So stoch na chaigh cora mar son brian rí duine san bí ach an dlùth-cheangal nó na coig. So féimi tú a bhí tálaigte go leor a bhí díreach na dúnar.
Ag a chala an na Donald is trí leis a bord cosí, sa fiach in ní anú nas tiarintse.
Oh, crikey, it's a bit windy out there. The gale's full force now. We're expecting 70-mile-an-hour winds this afternoon. But we've had this incessant wind now for 2-3 weeks. Unbelievable weather. Has stadam yn y iawri cwicyn yn Eilean y hnaiach, y crwachach Eilean ruchgal. Leid yn stach ag bal choragan, y fanna aatje tierman sy'n Eilean deug. Agus na ddwnach a son gerastan sy'n Eilean deug. Sa chai achlachgach mar frisan a station. San loan yw, bí myndir yn Eilean y gol bra idd na gydas yn nadar. Chwyd a drwpa bw a-nuadhachadh y fan iachlachgach ron cnoch yn Eilean, agus hogach na crain geisio an na navílas o hog deug.
The main benefit to the island of the turbines is that we're producing 98% of our energy from renewables. And we're not running 3 diesel generators 24 hours a day.
Ach féimar an friala gach bliana, agus aniu ha meindir yn Eilean iad cryniochach, os o'n iawsachach cymar yn iad hen yn nobeth gwsadalche. Agus ha eisiau barn hi cynnig ein sio le a-mach ath-nuadhachadh yn che sinna idd yn Eilean, os o'n sŵl hiar a chamalora.
Can't have it landing on your head, Mum. Can't have it landing on your head, we better move.
Right, I'm telling you.
Nora, you're taking down the next one.
If you put the brake on, it doesn't feel right. What I do first is usually just put my hand up, pull the brake on, and you'll feel it, feel the resistance. You should pop it back up.
Eileanich I bhí féin ointroch. Hyd y cwr I bhí láin nio ffiws siachgan yn falaf. Bí grawn gan y Eileanich y gantach y cwdiochach, leid Fiona Hutton.
I think resilience is essential in little communities like this, especially when we're so
kind of isolated from services, as we are in the winter.
Ha seo go túrad ialaide fan phríomh bhríach aice, a roi taigh in Eilean.
Yeah, you have to be willing to adapt and change as necessary and just get on with things.
Inniu ha je tort súil tús lo ath-nuadhachadh eile in Eilean. Ciad is ochgadichad chlár gdaine, a comasach ciad is 300 megawatt a chruachadh gach bliana.
So we just check the surface of them, just every so often, make sure there's no scratches. And underneath we check just all the cable ties and all the cabling hasn't been nibbled by any creatures.
Ach an céint go mí go leor go neogdaíonn ann go cúnamhalach, agus féimí meindin in Eilean sreitheann de bhataíonn mar cúil stór, buchaniu na hamanan dlùth-cheangal.
It doesn't come on too often, but the good thing about wind and sun, there's always lots of it on the west coast, so yeah. Choppy Canaigh.
A-mach riatanach ga dói bethe in Eilean. Agus bíd sin isteach 3 uadan san teachcain tron gheimhridh, nuair a héal crochadh a custadora. Sé fucha go hán ga mordó go bhfuil an aisig in óca. Bí aisin cúideach leis a bhat-aiseig nuair a hiigh isteach an chala, ach inniu ha féthú dí rúd an cútramach cúideach.
I've got contractors, roofing contractors coming today. I've also got gas coming and gas going, so I'm hoping that'll all work out. So.
Háma a féthú dí rúd an cútramach cúideach, Martin, a gealach pósaí aici iad.
Crom cinse go roi dul híon ach tá ruí, so ha ddíireach a-staigh lasa, so a-mach go bhfuil air.
Sé teacher Anna Martin i Eilean ige, a haláie at Canaigh agus a bór hir, agus halána baise a Chanaigh dlú.
Not long now, so starting to feel a little nervous, but in a good way, good nerves, yeah.
Cúideach i bhata inniu, stú leis a bhír na h-eileanaich deanú fiúr, an post, Beag, agus rúta na Taigh Chanaigh loine.
Because I forget what I bought. Because you cancel ferries or the ferry doesn't come for like a week. It's like, ooh, this is exciting. I think it's a Hoover.
Sí is bal a bheits a gcuad asteigh stoc na bua, agus a dúilecha dí stú inniu.
This is all the shop stuff.
Má bhula duine a cúideacha le bhí cúr maithe dói.
So we always leave the shop open. It's open all the time, 24/7. And the Wi-Fi is always on because there's always some level of stock in it. And there's always, we always use it. We've always got frozen bread and milk and things like that in there. And the fishermen come in and they come up to the shop and use it. So it's always quite nice for them to have something.
Yes, we've all got more than one fridge, more than one freezer. We tend to buy in bulk, and any trip to the mainland we're stocking up with dry goods and everything else. So it just requires a bit more planning, and you just can't, if you run out of something, you run out of it and that's it, end of.
Yeah, so if we take this in and then there's some stuff to go in the freezer.
Sé tóta de heide a bheith seo, is dar an búie an na dáhílas a céir deug. Agus chud an nealabhaithe graficoch Anna a laimhthis.
You can tell Anna's been in here because there's orange paint and purple paint.
Anúr a dhíir sé bal deanú céinteoch go bhfuil stú sa bhú, in áchuid gan na h-eileanaich agus na dúchtúris.
Well, I suppose you do build a bit of a knowledge about what local people like, you know, what soft drinks they like, what sweets they like. So you know that you're safe to buy certain things.
There's things that you forget. You forget to order or buy. Or you plan a meal and you think, oh, but I don't have that, maybe the shop will have it, so it's great.
Leis an stú na áideanais, an haimán ar an sanasocha.
Let me find now. I'm just taking some photos so I can post them on social media. So we can let everybody know that the shop's been restocked. People that are on the island, but also anybody that's coming in a boat will know that there's more bits and pieces here. So they can always come and get a little flapjack or drink a juice. Right, see you later. Thanks a million.
No worries.
See you later.
An san ócu agus náhuiid éon deug ba cóir dá chiad neach a fidoch iad in Eilean. Agus buail a céad chiad a gan náún. A chuid adú an tlói go mór san níchiadú léin. Agus charoach dúsan an seo an an návíle sa han. Seach go bhfuil na slua na fiad a fidoch iad in Eilean, channe le cumasoch siadavaisin le héid doctar nó fioclar a bhí ann láúne. A chanil sin na ceolacha na chéad idir an. Tá meistear calla Donald I lia a chanecha sé chutramach a bheits a tol go cúnabaloch.
We've got the nurse arriving this morning. She's been picked up at Ardvassar and she's out here. She'll do patient visits here and then she'll be heading to Rum after that. Good morning, Lynn.
Quite high, you did.
It is, yeah.
Alan mór an aniu, agus a sin na húlan ga erich in Beag.
Hope you got your wellies on, Lynn.
Not wellies, but I have boots on.
Rís mar a haneher I dúbitich san araige. Féimion skipper Pete Fowler janu cínseoch go rigi tír go sávalche.
It's not normally this much rub, I promise.
Just take your time. That's it. Take your time. That's you. Well done.
As you can see, the boat's quite lively. You just got to time it when you get off, but we haven't lost anyone yet.
I've got 6 patients to see today, and then we'll head back on the boat.
Bílan ní cóil I tían chunélan ó dlùth-cheangal deag, agus an san idirama haidí ein I video phone.
We're actually very fortunate in terms of services that are provided for us. I mean, the medical service in particular is absolutely first class. We must be one of the few places left in Scotland where we get home visits from the nurse or the GP.
Inu féimi tol ground hen, agus hai tor banachkoch ga Chloe Nicholson I bhar dúcha.
Okay then, right Chloe, you alright?
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
1, 2, 3, go. There we go, that's you.
Done and dusted.
So we're going to, I'll let you know when your second jab is due.
Okay.
It'll be at least 21 days, all right. And as I say, you need to do that to get your full protection.
Yeah.
Okay. People are so resilient here, you know, they just really get on with it and they only shout help when they really kind of need it, and they get so little compared to, you know, I mean, once a fortnight, it's nothing compared to, you know, on the mainland, is it?
Iddi bhí bunasoch do bheitthe iad Eilean Chanaigh ar seán an ciadan blianachin. Agus ha céadich is crú iddi bhí ginaltrach iad na sléifjin tórach seo fat néinjin. Ach na da higa go bhí gan trúsach, Jar céad casan a céad céilichin.
We've got 5 dogs today, 4 working, kind of working, and Caroline's taking her dog as well.
Iniu ha Jerry agus a piúr Isabel a gólachah ar seán na céadaich thúsach agus an chuidir dói ar seán na réoch.
Right, we're at work now, Roy.
Ach le céadaich scapt ar fiúch Cnaigh in Eilean, bhí miad 3 scibíon de cháin is gine ar seán an cruineocha go léad.
It's a good day today. The mist's cleared away and it's dry, so no wind. So we're going to head up and get them in. We'll see you in about 2 hours.
Si Caroline níon pure Jerry is Isabel. Agus I héin is model san an skipper.
Just see over the top of that hill, yeah?
Yeah.
In case there's anything down there that you could miss when you go up there. So we just go on a wee bit further to the edge of the hill there.
Okay. Okay. So I've started working on the farm officially last year, but I have been helping out on the farm ever since I was little. Like any weekends and holidays, I'll be out there with Geamhradh, either gathering sheep and getting cows or around the fag, probably pestering them more than anything. So what we're trying to do as a group is drive the sheep along this way, and then they will eventually come to a fence and they'd have to turn down.
Ach fé miad na cúdaí lara an thoiseach. Agus tú siar in Eilean Chanaigh crí circe a dhí I Isabel, si Chanaigh crice.
We're going just dropping down here, so it's just like a cliff.
Ach sma bioch y sŵhyr. Lorag I sreid chwyrach, agus han y coin I dod o rwbeth.
Well, you can, that will do.
Lorag Caroline cúdaí I fydd y gof i'r siacharan cwjoch. Clachi yn gis, fedan, os on y coin ys diwdig.
Lie down! Down there, Kim! One here!
Well, for me, 2 whistles mean, like for Kim, is to push the sheep up, keep them moving along. And then the 1 long whistle means to lie down, to stay there. Hey, you know what you're doing, don't you, Kimber? These would be likely the ones that Jerry and Ishmael have gathered from out there, and they've come along here. So we pick them up, take them along the fence line.
Han y sgibion is na cúdaí i'r hwsig mar y byfion loa. Agus had gan stúrig van chnonk, sias gan ainc.
It's a bit like chess, moving everything round, trying to make sure it's in the right place. They're in great nick actually, they look really well and they're strong.
Sy'n iede ag y chalor, a Anna y cwrcdioch sain y môr na bainse eke.
Yeah, well, it's mentioned about more canar. First Pete can fake it for Mairead.
Seo hiad rwyd y hi na hyn y ddihigad far na hasig. Agus airson gymia choma sy goes.
She maldstick yn pen yma here, so she did her son. Mal afachumel is an atcha kerst.
Sin na nítir me gede, sa júluf.
Yeah, sin a h-eileanaich. And you'll be written chomór I seo in a riamh, so yeah. Yeah, so mis mention go bhfuil mi dul chur seo díreach ritah an saine fáilte na hen. Mi rúbig nervasach agus yeah, ha mi díreach gan bí a thuúil dal go plán. So yeah.
Ha cercail oprach na tuahanis a lientin iad ard. Aniu han y cúdaí sy'n ainc. Agus a Jerry, Isabel agus Caroline Jesol is an banachcoch a hort gan y sia ciad cúdaí hwain I fys y bre ys jaroch.
Giving them a clostridial vaccine so that when they lamb, the lambs will get all the good stuff, keep them going.
A chanilach o bwloch simpli di sin. Fe mi Jerry yn iawn ha fe mochid ysgarw toniau na chil.
I'm just taking out those sort of light brown ones and the blue ones because that's the 2 age groups.
Agus sé da yn tag na'n glwysyn a gynse de dlùth-cheangal.
They're quite hard to see sometimes when they're coming at you at speed and if people talk to you and disturb your concentration. Ay, 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 ay. They're going too fast, Caroline. It's my excuse. Right, you let them down into the weir and then we'll just start doing them first.
Leis na cúilíonis is an áte chearst, féidiad stíal do gore leis a bhanach goch.
We're just going to run these up about a dozen at a time into this little race. And I'm going to give them this 2 mil of this just under the skin.
A Jerry moichal a cor yn trídeige.
We quite like our sheep to have really good skins like this. You can see they're nice and tight, and you know, they keep the rain out. And I think when you're travelling them to sales and things, when they've got a short coat like that, they just keep cleaner, and if they get wet, they dry quicker. Stop it.
Rúgach Jerry an Canaigh, agus haiad a bhí sás leis na béigin fo bheog.
I worked on the farm here for about 4 years after I left school, and then I went to college for a year in Northumberland, specifically just to do sheep management. It was the only place at the time that you could just specifically do sheep. So I was 10 years down in the borders, shepherding and working at a riding school. A bit different from here, different people, but great farming country. Because there's just so many different ways of doing things, and it's good for you to get away and just see what else is out there. Right, so that's all them done. Okay, just let them go. We'll get them, they just go back through that gate and that's them finished with.
Eilean iddochgol in Eilean, idir í dlùth-cheangal fo hús a chamara. Acha över eile a gama a son jalavan o hogal in you.
And we're going to go maybe that way, with the blue sea.
Hij son iddoch a jalavichi a chanasoch. Agus yuri i the carriage maiderd cúideachu ortí.
Yeah, look down like that.
Good. That's one of the hardest things to do if someone says relax. You're like, oh, I've forgotten what that means.
That's really good. That's Sean Lenny t-earrach. Mas mal at the flanich. So Mairead Fay Shaw, bacon jellyvan. Yeah, now we go. That's cool. Oh, that's good. Mairead, you're actually a natural.
I didn't think I was particularly photogenic.
Nice.
Colach the a-mach, chai maiderd y bith-beò sa hároch iad Canaigh. A chai yn eisiau ffydoch iad y fôr hir. A chai is dlùth-cheangal o son canar hiniasan.
I was born and brought up here, and then obviously when you get to kind of age 12, you go away to the mainland for high school. So yeah, and then I left to go to Inverness at age 17, and then I've been down in Glasgow kind of since then.
Oh my this girl.
Oh, that's nice. No, I'm not really getting the t-shirt, but I don't really care. It's so nice. That's good, yeah.
A scialach maiderd bihanta y misgeilanaich. A fagal yn dachi, a son opus nio ffyrlyn.
That's nice. We got it. Yeah, that's a wrap.
The main reason that I left primarily was to do with getting a job somewhere. And I thought if I move to Glasgow, then I'll be able to get a job that's not in a hotel or restaurant, because on the west coast of Scotland, you're just going to be working in a cafe, hotel or restaurant if you don't have any other skills. And then I moved down to Glasgow for like 10 years and ended up working in a hotel in Glasgow for long enough.
Rúgach maithad maiderd winnig yn ygin an Canaigh. Agus bunig a sínsharin gan Eilean fo aim na fuadichin. Si pure Jerry agus Isabel. Agus hai gobedd I ddorsan gan choirsnoch.
This is just a community garden we have outside the shop, and it was extremely overgrown with nettles and ground elder, so I decided just to dig it out and make it a bee-friendly garden. So everything that's going in there is for butterflies and for bees. So here, basically, until I was 12, and then off to school we got William at 12. say we left home at 12, really. I came back in 79 and I've been back since. Raised my own family here. And they're away now in Glasgow.
Canaigh barach gynne ícin iad in Eilean. A chaitig se go féim opad a bhí ann gaibh.
The root saturation point as far as jobs are on the island. So they've got to be financially independent one way or the other when they come. But whatever they do, they're hard to keep busy because the worst thing you can do is come to a small island and have nothing to do because your brain will go into overdrive. Just getting away from it all does not exist. You'll meet yourself around the next corner. So, I'm afraid.
Ach stocha go bhfuil níon winnie iad áte lorachad in Eilean a trían leis an stór geallantí séice. Gaidu go fidiche.
It kind of happened quite strangely because I had just put a picture up on Facebook of a driftwood painting that I had drawn, and people started messaging me saying, "Are you selling these? You know, like, where can I buy these?" And I was like quite shocked, and I was like, okay then, so I could actually, you know, make something of this.
Agus channeilí gawn de Gadison.
I found this down the Tarbert Road, I think, and I really like the shape of it. I've become so kind of nerdy about wood and driftwood now. This one's going to be an eagle there, I think. I'm kind of looking out to the sea. As I said, I quite like to have a lot of the sea in the painting, so I'm just going to quickly sand it and make it a little bit smoother and make it a nicer texture to kind of paint on. Probably if there's any builders, they'll be like, "You're doing that completely wrong."
A boy hit in Eilean tot bua jore, go haraid dahan na chuain sa jauri.
Get these big waves and it's all kind of turquoise, and you take a photo and you think, I'm going to have to mute that down because it's going to look cartoonish. It's too bright and it's too pretty. So this is kind of what I mean. If I said to you Hebridean colours, you'd go turquoise, a kind of nice kind of creamy sandy colour, and maybe like a kind of purpley. So I don't think there's any coincidence that people like coming here, that artists like coming here.
Gaidu gur é seo a thugad an díis a banamala iad Canaigh, roinachug an dachaí Januan. Cheannaigh Iain Lathurna Caimbeul agus Mairead Fay Shaw in Eilean an na deug tríchid sa chóch, agus a bhua dheimhacha iad an áte háast fóliseoch. Chudad strachad de mehan a cruineachug agus a cruachug tasclan de bhéal adis, go háraid de chanan is cultar na Gaelig. A hanise luachfar mar hús echtrial. Agus bei Taigh Chanaigh an dachaí gus na chuchalad. Iain an na deug nugad sa Shia, agus Mairead an na Davila sa céad. Roir sin an na deug ógad sa han, thugad an Eilean i fad ga úras náisiant na ALBA, agus siad a hanúra di rianach gan Eilean. Iniu si Fiona an tasclaniche an Taigh Chanaigh.
Seo mar na billiard room agus seo faran de rain Iain na clarion agus na rafai gopar na catalog sa hula camar sin.
A Taigh Chanaigh dúnge ar son a-nuadhachadh, agus éidir chud adáis fér mar a bhá, nuair bha Iain agus Mairead de fidochan. Agus bhé mi hula cáil a chud a fallaf go féicalach ar son a dhéan rí opad an léasachí.
Seo an piano ag Mairead Steinway an, agus cheannach is an piano na a bhaid fudach an bhat-aiseig in 1935 na a fósaí agus Iain.
Bhí gad dyn an y cwyd fáilte iad Iain san Taigh bór, cwtú gyma anamal. Agus huad Mairead tíolig prísrol fó aniu an dúdar Compton Mackenzie.
So seo sin is a study ag Mairead. Agus seo an typewriter ag Mairead. Si present a bhain go Mairead fó Compton Mackenzie. Sin a typewriter ba Compton a clechgar sin scríbig pusci golóir. So uamh sa snóc agus du rá smúniigh Compton tíirech faribhil mise agus a scríbig pusci golóir ag tíirech chusnóc a per scíalach a sin.
Nuad a bheits an nóbad déisiol, Taigh Chanaigh ysgol gan phobl y ddíist. Angewrig Iain go críoch, agus a cor MacDonald, Jonta go seachad a cordadis go mór.
Yeah, I've just got the boat back in the water. It's been out all winter. So this is going to be the first trip out to set the first couple of trails. So beautiful day, looking forward to it. It's been a long wait. I'll just unhook us.
Ach le uim simi the vi laia Geamhradh ha around the a-mach.
I just hope to goodness the engine starts. Could be rowing yet. Oh, come on.
Cordadish a a-mach le Geamhradh.
Yeah, before I came to Canaigh, the last time I'd been out fishing in a boat was when I was a child. And it's just great. If you've had a really bad day, there's nothing like just coming out on your own and either just sitting with a rod and fishing or mucking around with the creels. It's total peace and quiet. It's great. Okay, first lobster pot of the season. In we go.
A go leor Geamhradh. A chenne at the corda is all the dinne.
I'm not even a particular fan of eating lobster, but our visitors love it. Well, I always say it's a privilege to live here. You just don't take it for granted.
Mar a han charach a chanach dlù, a crú na cheithir a garachach. Ha seo le fulaseoch an an árach Taigh Chanaigh. Agus a bethe is holden a fás na strainge.
Well, yes, there's quite a lot of garden.
Ba Iain Lathurna Caimbeul a géirí go mbeadh an árach a Hiarman fiabhethe. Agus a garnealar oras náisianta na hababe Liz a sin a chamal a dul.
So we cut the buddleias hard back, and there already you can see coming out. So these are for the butterflies. Iain Lathurna Caimbeul kept it quite wild for the butterflies and the wildlife. And then in, I think, 2010, there was money spent and it was renovated.
Ach sé dúil an a haun garach a chamal Eilean Beag.
It slipped again. It's not easy actually getting a gardener really in a place like Canaigh. You'd think everybody would be queuing up, but actually, living on a small island is not everybody's cup of tea. You don't come here thinking it's laid back and easy going, because it isn't. So many people make that mistake, or they come with problems which they think nobody will notice on a small island, and what happens? It all gets magnified. Yeah, so don't come. That's another thing you could say. Don't come. Don't bring your problems with you, because they won't get any less. Trust us.
Beag at the fast messen is loosen gan Taigh voor for huis. Agus a Liz a géirí sin a háiseach a ddíist.
So we love the idea of it being a working garden, nothing special, just a garden that provides flowers and the fruit and veg, which the community use, and we put it down in the shop, and then the visitors can have it as well, the yachties.
Agus leis an nearach iad fada, a torra I Iain iad a seithir.
So this is all our kale in flower. The purple sprouting broccoli is fantastic, and we just put a great big box out at the weekends. So it looks to me as though there's another harvest to go next weekend. I do like spring, so this is just a lovely time. You just a moment, you've just got this break where the weather's quite nice and you can kind of catch up, you can do some pruning and trimming and get the worst of the winter weeds out and just sort of be ready, and just before everything goes completely mad, and then you're just running to keep up with everything.
Díochtaí tuamh Taigh Chanaigh a polytunnel a cha roiine náda as an corm ardga méinte na coirsnach lúsan is mesan as gaith pein.
I'm looking at Ishmael's plot right now and feeling the pressure big time, so yeah. No, it's really nice to have it, it makes it a bit more interesting to have a bit of competition going on, I think. And yeah, I've got two at the moment, so I've got flowers on this side and sort of veg left over from the winter on that side.
Beag indi go trí go tall iad an Iain, agus aine se fyd a gawn lan úne.
The first time I came to Canaigh, it was for work in Canaigh House. I work in museums, and there's a big project happening there at the moment. So I came over about a year ago actually to begin that project, and yeah, haven't left. So yeah, it's been lovely to sort of settle in.
Acha opad chutramach reipe, na flúrichen chudir dói as an banis ama. Ach, cha an lá na bainse airachadh, agus a dragora nach Mairead chun lá
It was really lovely when she asked me if I'd do the flowers for the wedding. So I basically chose all of these flowers just for the earliness of the flowering, because it's obviously quite early in the growing season. The plan is that we're going to have big jars in all of the windows in the church. So these lovely arched windows. Anna's very sort of brightly coloured person, so I know she wants a very brightly coloured wedding. So as many different colours as we can get in as possible.
Anna Taibí agus bar iad an Iain fas iad a chaba. A grawn cheachgan yn haast go fysgala as an haurich. Agus a sinna tord corm a garad cól, recipe yn ure iachin, leid a-mach is cash a year Shaw.
Good. I'm just looking to see how it tastes really, how it combines with the cheese. Well, that looks pretty easy and nice to me. Yeah, I really like winter. Summer for me is obviously fairly full on. This place during the peak season is nuts. So there's not much time to enjoy the island and socialise out with the restaurant and the bar that you're working in.
Hannig Gareth y gydwch yn Shaw, an y Davilas a hoch deug, as an a chaffi a goel os live. Sguna iddi fi iad an Iain achos an da the hige rea.
It's alright, Yeah, very nice.
Bia clachus stu van naatje heen chofatse soringa.
So today we're going to go and forage for some seaweed. It's a lovely low tide today, massive spring tide actually. So we should be able to get dulse, kelp. So it's quite good to get a stock up before the cafe opens. And it also sort of helps me experiment with new dishes for the menu. We use local ingredients here for reasons other than the fact that we really enjoy the beautiful produce that we have around us. Logistically, we are at the whim of the ferries, and so it can be difficult if you're relying on everything coming from the mainland. You're in for some surprises. This is actually perfect seaweed collecting weather.
A corith dich Shaw a femin a goes ihe the utin it Canaigh. Ach sound iad a help falch a ada garas in you. Goigel as on su vlasta. No yanu na fasta femin. Ruda garas a nul iachin.
So this is kelp, just kind of green and brown and a little bit slimy. And in this case, we're going to make an oriental salad out of it. So what we do is just shift and add that into sort of ringlets.
Seirbheis colloch Shaw of his Gareth a Giannu as on banish Anna is Martin. Fe mi ein nemin a vrich le smooge as on uad a hige. Agus an san yet Amma, ha gulachig aulan, ginger, agus olla sesaman.
I really love seafood in all its forms. Grandad used to work was a fishmonger, etc. So it's always been around me. Yeah, it's really nice to be part of that now.
Jenna Shaw, Kusha, Toshach ma, Sean Banish.
Just going to put some sesame seeds on top of that. That's it really. Nice and simple.
Gunach Beag
gan Iain bhígáil chun a bhanis. A-mach is Martin I Taigh Chanaigh as Jay Turis Chutramach go tír mór.
So we've got 3 days until the wedding, and we've just been off to Fort William to the registrar there to pick up the forms and things. So it only took about 60 seconds to actually do the whole form exchange, but that's it done. So now we're just on our way back.
Yeah, so it's just final preparations with the church. We're also going to clean the Land Rover.
Put some ribbons on it.
Yep.
Yeah. So little bits and pieces still to do, but should be done by Friday when everyone arrives. That should be it. We can relax after there.
Chaiag vision rua a tógal an an nuki a deug sa ga dheug. Sé an Rocket Church I Visaka ora, saliu cumig anasoch an túr. Seo far mi Anna is Martin a pósa. A chavír a clachcach na hyglisio a chaniu, na dy vis minister a tôl a staurig. Slishin, hai fémoch I bican fríhadu.
We're just going to sort of gut the place and we're just going to clean the floor and the chairs and kind of put it in position as to how it's going to be on the day. Yeah, it's actually quite good at cleaning.
Sanna Calla Chanaigh a chynich Anna is Martin yn thosioch. And I gashin y hygys sy'n sgol, agus fa Anna a gwbl sa chaffi.
Anna was on her bike, she was getting a lobster.
I thought you looked like a nice guy.
Nu the fós is at, lua si Anna a a-eileanaich, or a Martin I tygys gan sinnanish.
No.
Agus lútaí sin adú an plúi I dhíist sa choirsnach chugalach seo.
My dad's doing the service, so he's a minister, and so he'll be walking me down the aisle and then do a little spin and then do the service. Who's going to be ringing the bell? Do you want to try it?
Ac I mi an bí Taigh a Fiona a Johnny Jishol a Sean an Théisan.
So this is a never-ending task. Always piles and piles of ironing. So I'll go. I literally don't think I have a spare day between now and the end of September, so I am chock full, which is brilliant. It's great. I'm already knackered.
Ach ha Iain sóríide éice ris dígan luchtúris.
The first guests arriving today, so the wedding is on this weekend, so it's the wedding party in the house, and Anna and Martin are staying here as well. So just getting the last little bits and pieces put together, make the house all lovely for them. So yeah, it's exciting. So this is the master room, the master bedroom. So this is where Anna and Martin will spend their first night married. The honeymoon suite. Yeah, so it's the grandest room. It's got the big bay windows, fantastic views as you can see, lovely and spacious. So it's a very, very comfortable room. So this bed is pretty much made. I'm just going to finish it off because every bed needs cushions.
Ac yng Nghala, ha modwyd I live, os o'n cwyr a hodga Anna.
Usually ends up with Jerry or myself is involved in something or anything that's happening in the island. Somewhere along the line, somebody needs transport for something, or they need a tractor for something. We're really needed for most things.
Yn Turisse, ha modw idd yn tractor a hod a-mach, os o'n sein a fadioch I Anna a chw na aatje.
Where's it going, Anna?
Ach, ha Anna is modw fémoch Taigh.
I'm seeing more people coming, am I? Taking their time, you see, thinking they'll be too late, you know. Oh, just in time. You're not too late. There's enough bodies. It's quite heavy. Lift it up. Turn around now. Don't put it upside down. Lift one end at a time. Right, drop that now. We need more people for the island. That can't last forever. I said to Jenny myself, how do you fancy doing what I'm doing in 10 years' time? No way, she just. You know, and she's 10 years younger than me, Jerry, so. Slightly better than a banner.
sé gléigh de charichin I hir an Eilean, agus chanéir limó na misc. A chamódó iad an Land Rover aige a hafin, agus há dúsge cainachain a-mach Anna.
I used to say I had a car that was held together by rust and optimism.
Some kind of seat.
Maybe we blindfold people. And they can't see it. All their attention will be on Anna, so it doesn't matter what the vehicle looks like. How's that?
Ach le big an seithir, had one gochis.
Coming out really nice, yeah. It's pretty cool, I think.
That looks good already. Is nuair sin has an dul chur ribbons is rutain mar sin there. Agus nuair sin yeah, bhat-aiseig.
Hard to see that.
Wow, it's sparkling.
Ach an I banis iad ara a hula duine. Sé ann bre na nuana ham. An taim is taingead an Liana a Cherry agus a t-earrach. A oan gan bre gach lá, ha liechid nógach mar ha. Is dúr the córid seiachad ile.
Wee female. Oh, wee boy. And they're nice and full, you can see a big fat belly.
Bhí féin gan a céirich bháin I mwy tron lá, agus han dúra dí isibal an trúsig isteach an cheide a ron na haiche.
Hi, sheepies! Hi, sheepies!
Leis go bhfuil a-mach ag an naimsa gan a bhlionna ó cúchuideoch, han is sábailte gaibh I bhí bedé de staigh.
Hi, sheepies! Hi, sheepies! Well, the sheep lamb in there, and once they've had their lambs, you just take them out, put them into a wee individual pen, and then normally, as soon as the lambs are full and they're all licked off, if it's a nice day, they'll go out that day, or if it's not so nice, we'll leave them in for another day and then stick them out.
Ha Jerry missal iad bríd anasoch na scorbals.
Exceptionally noisy. I don't know, I always just quite liked them, and there was a rare breed sale in Dingwall, and I just said to the guy, "I'll get me a couple." And then he phoned up and said, "Well, I bought you 5 and 3 of them are in lamb." I said, "All right."
Agus ha cwant codochtis go bhfuil aniu a dod o bhré.
Is it okay?
Ha colas talan iad an uan, a chanil Jerry is mauniacha go bhfuil a chura déisiol háast.
Yeah, she could possibly have 3.
Go jarada ha 3 uan iad bhí a grón churich im Liana.
Yeah, this one's got 3 lambs. 3 quite nice lambs.
Habas útoch.
Don't make me hold them for too long. They're quite heavy.
Han lá mór is Gian, agus aindí dus na síhanan. Ach, chanil a húla cáil a dul léa.
There were tulips and I had some hyacinths, but sadly, and I was really hoping that they were going to maybe make it through to this date, but it's just been so warm in here that they've gone over now, so they've all gone. I've deadheaded them.
Go fórsta noch ha planne eileiche. Fydd di flúrichin fiai skiljoch a bhuain, agus ha carijeke an an garu h-Eileannan.
So obviously this garden is owned and managed by the trust, so I can't just go wild in here, but I've spoken to Liz, the gardener, and there are some flowers up here that she basically wants to get rid of.
Sanyedarama, ha bhat-aiseig I dinisteach le Iain na bainse.
Hello! Hello, Anna! Hi, Morgan, how are you? Hey! How's it going? Did you have a good journey?
Yeah. Everybody loves your site.
Thank you, I was hoping everyone would see it.
Oh, it's a wee bit of a shock to the system after a whole year of just being us.
sy'n ioglis a indi na mal.
The mission is basically to get as much colour into everything as possible.
Gyd fys lwg teulu chi na Canaigh ffosig fo aim gw aim, ha corydd jich bliona von vanish mwyedig sa choersnog. Agus chai fia hochig von choersnog I fad. Ha ni yn sio a ha ffolisio gan y hwle. Choersnog.
I can't actually put my finger on what makes Canaigh. It's just, there's a magic about the place and everyone that comes here feels it.
I'm wearing a dress on Canaigh.
And it just has this fantastic community feel about it because there are so few of us.
People said to me, oh goodness, going from the Cairngorms, you know, it's such a small island, how are you going to manage? And I just said, well, it couldn't have been a better move. We've loved every minute of it. It's been just the most wonderful few years in our life.
I hope don't smell too much on lambs. Jerry's left in charge of the lambing pen, so we had quite a flurry this morning. So Caroline was pretty busy, so trying to go and get changed for the wedding. Anyway, we're here now, so good.
Agus sio mwdw le ben na baisio.
This is going to be the future for me now. This is much better than farming, and I've got the lid as well here to put on. I have to say I look the part.
When use a seal over your heart, as a seal upon your arm, this love is as strong as death, passion cruel as the grave. It blazes up like a blazing fire, fiercer than any flame. I think for me the secret of somewhere like this is that you have to be sort of intensely cooperative and really enjoy spending a lot of time with the people that you live in amongst and with. You know, I feel like we all have to sort of live together really.
I, Martin.
I, Martin.
Now take you, Anna.
Now take you, Anna.
To be my wife.
To be my wife.
I, Anna.
Now take you, Martin.
Now take you, Martin.
To be my husband.
To be my husband.
I pronounce you to be husband and wife. Those whom God has joined together, let no one separate.
Everything here, man. When I came here, a lot of my friends said, oh, you're not going to stay there. Never. You'll be home within 6 months. That's 30 years.